Hello, we are back for another installment of a Polarity. As you can tell, it kind of has a portal style to it, which gives it it's a feel that like feels fun. With like its whole 3D puzzle kind of thing with like a mix of platforming, it really does help make this a fun installment to play through. Uh, Basically here I just end up dying because sometimes I can't get the cube off the activator, which then doesn't really help because when trying to go through the trying to stop it, it doesn't go, so it just keeps going and it messes up where I'm trying to place the jump pad. Uh, yeah, and this is I personally really did enjoy this game the first time I played it through. It took me about took me about like an hour to actually like play through it all, like going slowly and actually playing through the game, trying to find out all of its secrets and stuff like that. And and I really wish there was more, but there wasn't because it was a very short game time. Uh, Yeah, and I was really happy because it was on sale for about for really cheap. I think around like 50, which is really worth the buy of this game. That's why I'm trying to show it off. Uh, it it like has like a futuristic kind of vibe to it, which really does help like put in the theme of this game, which even though it doesn't really have that much of a story, uh, it still has a theme that it revolves around, and it really does help put in a point that that this game is a fun experience that you should have. Uh, and here I complete the level going to the gate. Tossing that over there. I don't need it anymore. And see, I finished that in 2 minutes. Uh, uh, First time through, it took me like 5 minutes to just to like take it slow, have like enjoy the ride of the game, which you should totally do. Uh, and and I don't remember where like every single data point is, but I remember finding it the first time I went through the whole thing. Uh, the basic mechanics are very much like you get used to the basic mechanics, which is just about putting things in different slots, being different colors to go through to go through different uh, uh, screens and stuff. It really does make a difference because this game is really really good. That's a lot of reallys I used, but it still does help the fact that this game was an experience that I really enjoyed. Uh, uh, some some of the good levels that are gonna come up are this one, for example. This one this one took me a while because it was very much an open place, not like the other levels where it was enclosed in this tiny little sector of a map. This one is just giving you a open world, a open place to explore, and you can use this to figure out how to get to the goal, which is the tube thing at the end. That has a very much resemblance to Portal's elevators going through different levels and stuff like that. So right here, it may be hard. It was hard to find the first time, but as I played this game before, it was easy to find that the red thing needed to be there, so I could go on the jump pad. This one is a little bit more trickier, but we just have to go. We just have to go find that blue thing on top. So I need to head back and get the blue thing activated, so the door opens up so I can go on the slide. I don't know if there's any other way, but that's the way I do it. and I have to jump off back, and I have to go back all the way over there to reset. I don't know if that's the faster way to do it. I just think that's the only way that I found at the time, and that I know that works. Since I'm trying to complete this game, doing my best at times, trying to get through all the levels with time that isn't way too long and that is enjoyable. So right here we jump off to the next level where we find this door that opened that has 2 jump pads that lead up to the final jump pad. Here I try to get that data point that's near that thing, and I grab it, which is good. And then here I try and get the data points, which I have 3 out of 3. There's usually 3. There isn't always 3 for each level. And here I jump down and I get to the final part, which is ending the level right here. As you can see, it took me about 3 minutes to finish that one because it was more of an open place rather than rooms to go through and passing each puzzle. This one doesn't seem as tricky because it's just going through there and then you enter another room. That puzzle was kind of lackluster, but it does set up the kind of the kind of technique that you want to use in this level, which is going through different landing on different color platforms with the inverted color. There I missed trying to get a secret data point, which it's not really as secret, but the way to get there is because the activator is very much hidden. Here I grab the data point, and with no way of getting back, and I just die because it's faster. Here I kind of forget what color I was, so I need to change colors, and then I end up on the platform, go through, and then here I have to invert it while on the other side. So I could go through like the laser, but I can't. I don't go through the platform. Right here, it's very much an easy kind of thing. I just need to jump through the jump pad, and then put my cube on those other 2 jump pads to get the other data point. In this level, it is a lot more trickier to get the data points than in other levels, as explained earlier. Here, it is basically a jump, but you have to change colors in the middle of it to go through it. This one I didn't find the last data point, but I solved it in a fast amount of time. This one is really fun. It doesn't really explain anything. Well, like a bad point. This game, I don't remember if it explained to me if the green one changed the color, because I don't remember, but I did remember this time. And basically, that green thing changes the color of the cube, which helps us use different colors to use the inverted one of red, which was blue in this case. There it sets off light, but first I have to go get a data point. So I go back, grab the cube, and go through the pads, because basically all I need to do is get on that edge, which is very simple, just jumping onto it, top, and then I just kind of go get the data cube. I could go that way, but I would just fall off anyways, so I just go back to that place, regain a red, and change it back to blue, and then grab that to go on the platform that rises up, and then go on to the blue light platform with a red color. This part of the level is really simple, but I kind of overcomplicated things. Right here. I basically have to just try to get it on to that platform over there. Here I just fall off. And this is why I messed up, because I don't know where to go. I've been going the wrong way the whole time, and I try to go back on the platforms, which isn't a smart idea, but I do it anyways. And then I notice myself. I notice that I'm just like, damn it, I went to the wrong platform, so I have to go back. If you can't tell, this is me just watching it over again, because talking while playing this game, it's possible. I don't want to do it, because it's a lot easier to get the gameplay through with just recording it. So over here, the mechanic is used again when changing colors. It's kind of the whole thing of this game. But first one, I gotta get the blue one, which I could just place to create the platform over there, and then I gotta get the red one to change it to blue to help me get to the end level, which is the rising platform when I get on. So right here, I can see the end of level in sight, and I traverse through the blue platform to get to the end. There are a couple more levels after this. This one. Oh no! This is the last level of the game. It took quite kind of a while to get here. About like 11 minutes, 12, about there. Now I switched colors. I don't know what to do next, because this is the level I forgot how to do. Basically, all I needed to do was to follow the platform to the end. As you can see, I have difficulty doing this. I don't know why though. So I notice what I have to do. I jump through there, jump back, wait for the platform to come. This is basically like a culmination, basically what you learn. This time, this is all like the jump pads, and sometimes the jump pads have a surface area that doesn't jump. For example, when you hit the sides of it, it doesn't jump, but you have to land on it itself. So this part, it took me a couple tries to do, and it's basically just like a puzzle kind of thing. And right here, I mess up, because yeah, I fall into the laser. Green is not. If you touch green, you will instantly die in your spawn, of course. But this is like a laser kind of test thing. Basically, I try this time to just jump on it, but I can't, as you can tell. Basically, I was thinking, how do I do this? Because I forgot how I did the last level of this game. So then, just try again. It's kind of like the theme of this game is just like, okay, let's just put 2 cubes and just like, let's see how it works. I feel like using this mechanic in a fully fledged game would very much work, and it really does, and it's really a fun game. I really did wish that there were more levels to it, and that it had like more of a community to make games like this. And like, I wish that publishers kind of release like a thing with for example, what they did to like Portal 2, and like made like user levels and like help generate more of a fun time. But as you can see, there is a bug here where the cube kind of gets stuck into its spawner. This sometimes happens, but it doesn't really ruin the feel of the game. It kind of enhances. Doesn't really enhance anything. It just kind of doesn't help but it's not that noticeable because it's all about usually the puzzles. So right here it finishes. It seems like because you've recovered every data fragment as requested. I have one more thing to offer though. We would like to offer you a permanent position with the Lexus Corporation. Thanks for playing.